how to explain the rules to tic-tac-toe in the worst possible way. But before we get into that, be sure to smash the crap out of that like button and go ahead and open up new Gmail accounts so you can subscribe multiple times to this channel based solely on me telling you to do so. Noughts and crosses stems from the member countries of the Commonwealth of Nations, largely inherited from British colonization. In this two-player game, in American English known as tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where such game boards have been found on roofing tiles dating from around 1300 BC. An early variation of tic-tac-toe was played in the Roman Empire around the 1st century BC. It was called turni lapilli, which translates to 3 pebbles at a time. But since that version of the game really has nothing to do with what we're talking about, we'll skip it. No one cleans pools better than Marshall Pool Cleaner. If you're tired of having awful pools that always leave algae residue on your skin after a long night of swimming, then Marshall is for you. Finally, a product that suits my delicate and fragile skin. Tic-tac-toe has become a staple of cultural significance around the world. In 1876, the song Tit-tat-toe was written by George Cooper and John Rogers Thomas. In the 1970s, a legal defense team that sought to overturn the state of Florida's decision to execute a mentally ill murderer used a tic-tac-toe playing chicken as evidence. There are countless board games that share the element of trying to be the first to get a certain number of something in a row. Be sure to check out our vast library of video tutorials for those. After all, of course, after you click that like button. The game is simple enough. Each player takes turns marking the spaces in a 3x3 grid with an X or an O. Though, don't be fooled. The strategy can be deep beyond all reason. One ancient philosopher of great renown once quoted Abraham Lincoln, who was quoting Sun Tzu at the time, said this: "The oversimplification of tic-tac-toe has led many a country to destruction." While the greatest minds of our day claim that tic-tac-toe is a solved game, they are lying. Because after all, deception is the greatest strategy in tic-tac-toe. The game is rudimentary at its core, but once you see how deep the rabbit hole goes, you will actually find that it is but the deepest of games. However, you can't make money off of tic-tac-toe, though some have tried. Because all you need is a pen and paper, or a stick and some dirt. You can literally play this game for free. That is why the 1% establishment has poisoned your mind with the lie that tic-tac-toe is a game not worth playing. But all these other games, 3 Men's Morris, 9 Men's Morris, Pente, Gomoku, Cubic, Connect 4, Quattro, Goblet, Order in Chaos, Toss Away, and Mojo, and so many more, they're all simply tic-tac-toe reboots. It's all about the money for these people. Speaking of money, you should always use the link buy.triplesgames.com/Amazon whenever you buy anything off Amazon so you can support the channel. Set it as your homepage or bookmark it or whatever you have to do. I don't care. But you must use it anytime you make a purchase off Amazon, because everything you purchase within 30 minutes of that click, I will get a little bit of kickback from at no cost to you. Why wouldn't you do it? It costs you nothing and it says thank you. So how do you win tic-tac-toe? You must get 3 of your shapes in a row.